How fast can I touch sand in every mainline Assassin's Creed game plus all standalone DLCs? Now this will be a very controversial video I feel, because in many of the games, especially the older ones, it's pretty difficult to determine what exactly qualifies as sand. For instance, here's Unity. Is this sand? Absolutely, no denying it. However, here's an older game. Is this sand? How about this one? There will be many differing opinions here, so I'll just use my best judgment, and if you disagree on what is sand and what is not, then leave your complaints in the comments. Okay, let's begin with the original Assassin's Creed. So if you guys don't know, I have a touch series in which I touch various different things. In every single video my timer starts when I make any movement. As you can see, my timer is still standing still. Why is this? Well, because in the first game you're given an option to move around in the opening section. If I move around, my timer is gonna start. However, there's no benefit in me moving here, because there's no sand anywhere in the opening section. Trust me, I looked. So I'm just gonna stay here, not move a muscle, until the game forces me to press a button. And this is gonna happen right here. I gotta press a button to sit down in the machine once again after watching a bunch of cutscenes. So I do, my timer starts and I'm put into the machine, and they're gonna yap about a bunch of crap I don't care about, including a tutorial. They're gonna force a tutorial on me, which usually is good for such a game, but I'm trying to be fast here and I cannot skip the tutorial. And the tutorial is huge! As you can see, tutorial complete, 10 minutes have passed, and I'm gonna be teleported to a different place, which is a cave. In the cave, what do we see? Did you see that, guys? Did you see the sand falling from the sky? Yep, that's my cue that this is actual sand I'm standing on, so I have to watch the remaining of this cutscene. And here we go, cutscene over, and bam! 10 minutes and 50 seconds, ultra mega slow. And here's where the disagreements are gonna start. Is this sand? I'm pretty sure, but some are gonna disagree. Okay, let's move on to the second game. In this game, unfortunately, we gotta press a button much earlier, right over here, and my timer's gonna start after I do. In the whole modern section, we are in a building and there's no sand in buildings, at least in these ones. And the whole modern era is longer than Assassin's Creed 1. As you see, 13 minutes have passed. This is ridiculous once again, but afterwards we're put in the olden times as Ezio Auditore. So this knobhead throws a rock at my face. Look at it fly. Woohoo! Watch out, Ezio! Oh, stupid boy. He's so stupid. Anyway, I gotta accept, and afterwards I'm gonna walk a little bit, and guys, is this sand? Are you gonna disagree? Are you gonna lynch me? This could be dirt, it could be sand, I don't know, please don't hurt me in the comments too much. But honestly, it's 15 minutes, it doesn't really matter if it is or not. I think it's gonna be on last spot, but we shall see. Let's move on to Brotherhood. I hope it's gonna do much better than this. So the first button press has to be here. I have to press the mouse button to stab this mofo, which is not gonna work. Afterwards a bunch of cutscenes play, then I'm put in a huge hole, I have to climb my way out of the hole, which of course takes some time, and then I gotta follow my uncle Mario for quite a while. Let's go. We reach the door, and after we do, he opens it. I have to wait for him, I gotta go down. Don't climb, bro! Don't climb, go here, right over here. Now this, I think it's sand plus hay mixed together. It is yellow. When I walk over it, there's some dust flying up in the sky, so I don't think it's just hay, I think it's hay plus sand. What do you think? Please be gentle in the comments. Okay, let's move on to Revelations. I think this game is gonna catch a break because I spawn on a beach. What do we have on beaches, guys? We have water, we have rocks, and what else? We have sand. So as soon as I make a movement, boom, 0 seconds, this game is gonna win, but let's see if a different game is also gonna have 0 seconds. Next up on the chopping block is Assassin's Creed 3. So we're put over here on the Grayus, we gotta get into a cave. In the cave we don't really have too much sand at the start, I think this is dirt. What do you think? I'm not gonna count this as sand, but we do have sand later on in the same cave, so let's go. So we open up this door, we go underneath it, the cutscene finishes, I gotta walk a little bit, there we go. And I think this, guys, is sand. Look at how Yellow it is. Let me shine some light into the situation. Literally. Next up we have a DLC, Tyranny of Kings, which is for Assassin's Creed 3. We are put as this dude, right next to water. And what do we have next to water? We have sand. Unfortunately, as soon as I zoom towards the water, it's gonna fail my mission, so I gotta be fast to touch the sand as fast as I can. Let's go. Okay, 2 seconds. I'm very happy with this result. Let's move on to Liberations. In Liberations, I play as a little girl who is gonna chase a chicken. I'm not joking, I'm chasing a goddamn chicken, dude. Now I have spent a lot of time here looking at every possible place for sand. I don't think this is sand on the ground, I think it's dirt. But honestly, you guys have every right to disagree on this one. So what I'll do is I'll play the whole section as a kid, which is pretty lengthy, I gotta say. I have grown up, I have to beat these guys up. Mr. Snakeson comes here to bite my ass, and I wake up from my nap. Afterwards I'm put on the roof, and from here I'm gonna go down as quick as possible. Woohoo! This is not sand over here, you cannot just jump on sand, you're gonna die. So it's not, but I think guys this is it. This is hay, of course, mixed with sand. Yes, I know, very controversial, I'm sorry, but there's no way to prove it. I have looked everywhere, dude. This is the closest thing to sand I could find in this whole game. I'm sorry. Let's move on to Black Flag. In this game we are put on a ship and we gotta destroy other ships with my ship. Okay, let's go. After we do, we're put next to our spouse and we talk to her, and then we have to swim to shore, so let's go as quick as possible all the way to shore. And guess what's at shore, guys? There is sand, so let's go. Unfortunately, when I get close to it, it's gonna play a cutscene. We do touch the sand during the cutscene, however, it has to be during gameplay for me to stop my timer, and here we go. This took 3 minutes and 40 seconds. Let's see how the first DLC is gonna do. It's gonna do very nicely. Why? Well, because we're put right next to water, and what's next to water? It's sand, guys. Woo! Guess what I'm standing on? I'm standing on sand, so as soon as I made a movement, I stopped my timer. Guys, we have a tie for first spot. Woohoo! Is the second DLC gonna be the same? No, definitely no, because we are put on a ship, first of all. Secondly, my timer is gonna start when I speed up my boat, top right by the way, and here I gotta fight all these ships. First of all, I gotta board the huge ship, I gotta fight a bunch of guys, gotta go down into the ship itself, steal the treasure, get the hell out of there, and then a bunch of other ships are gonna chase me through a storm. I'm gonna crash my ship, and then a cutscene is gonna play. And by the way, I cannot skip any of these cutscenes. I could skip one cutscene so far, and that's it. These ones I cannot skip. I pick up my sword, the cutscene finishes, and guess where I'm standing? I'm standing on sand. Woohoo! This took close to 9 minutes, man. Oof. Too long. Way too long. Okay, let's see how Rogue is gonna do. In Rogue, I'm put over here on a rock. What I'm gonna do is jump towards the water. There we go. Jump down and swim to shore. I think this is faster than just jumping on land. I'm not sure exactly, but I think it is. It's probably super cold, but whatever. I touched the sand in 12 seconds. Okay, here comes Unity. You can treat Unity as you can treat GTA 5. In GTA 5 we have a huge prologue section. To play the actual game, you have to go through the prologue. In the prologue there's no sand whatsoever. So the whole prologue is about 4 minutes, and after it finishes we play a cutscene with Arno. I'm playing as Arno, this is the actual game, guys. The actual protagonist. And what he's gonna do is he's gonna chase a girl. He's gonna chase her through many rooms, but after all of this, they're gonna get out and you can see sand underneath my feet. But yeah, this took 7 minutes and a half. Oh boy, so how is Syndicate gonna handle this situation? Well, in Syndicate we're put in a factory. In this whole factory there's no sand whatsoever. There's sand in a different factory, guys. So what I gotta do is get out of this factory, which takes a lot of time. After I do, I gotta fight a bunch of idiots and then go to a different factory which is very far away from me. This is the factory I want. I'm gonna jump on this. This is sand over here, it's not letting me, which is unfortunate. Let's fight this idiot too. Stop punching him. Go faster, dude. Oh, stupid boy. Okay, jump on the thing. Jump on the... Oh my goodness, dude. The controls. Hot damn. 4 minutes and a half. Honestly, not too shabby. Next up we have the standalone DLC for Syndicate, Jack the Ripper. So we are put in the gameplay. my character walks himself. I'm not pressing a button, guys. As soon as he stops, I'm gonna go forward, and after I do, I'll go slightly to the left, and I think this right here is sand. You're gonna disagree, I'm absolutely sure, but I think it is. But to make it up to you guys, I'm gonna go to Origins. In Origins, we are put in a desert. And what do deserts have? They have desert storms. What do we see on the screen, guys? We see a desert storm, which means a bunch of sand is flying towards my face. As soon as I make a movement or press a button, my timer is gonna start because sand touched me. Oh yeah. Next up we have Odyssey, and this is where you're gonna disagree with me, probably. We'll see. I am put in a battle, we have rain, and we have maybe mud or maybe sand underneath my feet. I'm gonna count it as sand because I said so. I'm just gonna make a movement and boom. Once again a tie for first spot. Leave your disagreements in the comment section. Next up we have Valhalla. Let's go. In Valhalla, unfortunately, we are put in a building and we gotta watch a bunch of cutscenes. The opening of this game is enormous, dude. There's so many cutscenes. I play as a little boy. We try to escape on a horse after 8 flipping minutes, dude, and we fall down. All the way down here. I did not touch sand so far, and if I did, this was a cutscene. I cannot stop my timer during a cutscene, I have to actually touch it. And after another minute I am put in the gameplay as a grown-up. After 10 flipping minutes I can actually move, and I can actually see sand underneath my feet. This took 10 minutes and 12 seconds. Oh my goodness. Surprisingly not last spot. Let's move on to the DLC for Valhalla. In this DLC, guys, we are put right next to sand because I'm next to water. So I'll just go backwards towards the water and we can see a different texture here, and I think this is sand, and what I was standing on was not sand. This took 3 seconds. Woohoo! Nice. Next up we have Assassin's Creed Mirage. In this game we are in a desert. So outside of my house there's sand absolutely everywhere, so just gotta get out. This took 2 seconds. And the challenge is complete here as well. Woohoo! Let's see the times, guys. We have 4 games tied to first spot. Congratulations, guys. We have 5 games in which I completed the challenge in seconds, 5 more games in which I completed the challenge in 5 minutes or less, and of course the slowest games, which is kinda weird because the first 2 games are the last. You guys suck. But speaking of sucking, I suck because many of these were not probably sand. Let me know how much you disagree, and let me also know what I should touch next in the next Assassin's Creed Touch video. So guys, thank you so much for watching, leave a like if you did, enjoy this video, and a special thank you to Ola Velikanen, Keznaes, Shanpaska, Faith, Monish Puri, Pahish Sash, Chishinte, Bad Boy Hero, Jebediah, Redux, Verseti Gwen, Jim Francescos, and everybody else.